Jose Abad Santos Memorial School. For the first time since 2019, we are more than glad to welcome back each of you physically on this occasion. As always, we thank you for gracing this occasion with your presence to celebrate this momentous event with us. Without much ado, we formally start our ceremony with the processional. First off, the members of the PWU-JASMS High School faculty and student support staff led by Mr. Abelardo S. Hiron and Mrs. Amelita M. Manangbao. The grade 10 class advisors, Miss Abigail R. Agustin, Learning Support Area Coordinator. And Mrs. Fe Elisa J. Ramos. Now, let us all welcome with a resounding applause the grade 10 class of 2021-2022. They are led by Dean Dre Luke R. Gogola. We are very proud. We come to celebrate you today. You are the dearest of my matter, dearest of my matter. We are very proud of you. Oh, baby, we can soon. Before we shall be very well, we will share this years of laughter, loving you forever. Cherish all the days that we do. Zoom. Zoom dalawa. Sophie and... Ayan. Ayan. Let us now welcome our dear school administrators. Mrs. Eleanor J. Villasoto, Student Services Coordinator. Miss Christina L. Candelaria, registered PWU-JASMS, Quezon City. Mrs. Rosana P. Luciano, Elementary Academic Coordinator. Mrs. Diana Cynthia G. Gutierrez, High School Academic Coordinator. Mr. Norman A. Ramirez, the Basic Education Assistant Principal. Miss Ruth A. Peñano, Director, PW Alumni Relations Office. University officials. Mrs. Loreliza V. Catmiran, Acting Principal, Basic Education Division. Mrs. Remedios H. Cruz, Basic Education Department Executive Director. And Mr. Marco Alfredo M. Benitez, President, Philippine Women's University. Let us begin the ceremonies with a doxology, to be sung by Alyssa Danielle Marie C. de Viterbo, to be accompanied by Jaire B. Forescal, Dean J. Luke R. Gogola, Maria Katrina A. Sales, and Saliu Oyayi R. Vicencio. This will be followed by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem, to be conducted by Mary Kirsten B. Morales.
Call me out of the waters, the great unknown, feet may fail. There upon in the mist, oceans deep, my faith will stand. And I'll call upon your name, and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul rests in your embrace. For I have known you are mine. Your grace and love. Be my God, keep me still and pierce around, never fail, and you walks are now. So I will call upon your name, and keep my presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. I will call upon your name. Keep my eyes above the waves. My soul rests in your embrace. I am yours. You are mine.
Good morning, everyone. Once again, we welcome you to the 7th Junior High School completion ceremonies of the Philippine Women's University Jose Abad Santos Memorial School. It is our pleasure to welcome you in this event that celebrates the life and achievements of the grade 10 batch in this school year 2021 to 2022.
We are more than glad to share what we've been through in the school we love the best. It is so refreshing to see each and every one of us in this place after more than 2 years. Who would have thought we would all come back here to celebrate this great occasion? To formally open this event, let us listen to what we can expect in today's ceremony. To introduce the men and women who will deliver inspiring words, ladies and gentlemen, let us give a round of applause to Mr. John Angelo C. Alquinto.
To our beloved university officials, school administrators, faculty members, parents, guests, fellow completers, let me greet you a beautiful morning. I stand before you today, honored and grateful to introduce our student speakers on this special occasion, our completion ceremonies. Our first speaker will lead us to a trip back memory lane. I can still recall the times when our physical education classes were over, our room always stinks, and the times when we were very small but capable of doing big things as you were running through the halls of JASMS. The good and bad days, the fun and challenging experiences, and the sad and happy moments. Aren't they all fascinating? All of these will be shared by Luis Alvin Vergara Erasga in his talk on his journey in JASMS, and we are all excited to hear what he is about to say. To introduce our distinguished guest speaker, we have one of the most hardworking people I know, and one of the driving forces in our class. Just like the man who would introduce, she is a true blue team captain inside and out, making her the perfect individual to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our B Dimple Great and Batch President, Angeline Carina Cruz Reyes. Everyone is excited about reaching their dreams and goals in life someday. Have you ever wondered what each of us would be like in the next 20 years, for instance? Also, have any of you attended a batch reunion? Wouldn't it be exciting to see your classmates after all those years? Diwata Crisostomo Valencia will be giving us the batch prophecy where we get to hear who we have become in the future. Lastly, to what and to whom should we be thankful for? Our parents, friends, home, good health, healthy food, and what else? There is still something that we are to be grateful for, and I just could not put a finger to it. I think I would just hand over this task to my ever trusted buddy and one of the most persevering classmates we ever have. Ethan Matthew Raman dating Gwinoo, who will be sharing the pagkilala on behalf of the Great and Batch 2021-2022.
A school can be described as a place where you would truly know the world and know thyself. And indeed, I myself had proven it, as it shaped me, who I am today, through the experiences and the memories that I personally encountered. I came to JASMS in 2009, and I will never forget the warm welcome I received when I first started school. In our old EDSA campus, this explains why my school life is so important to me. And I must say, my school years were unquestionably interesting and informative, thus making me realize that I do not need to look further just to get my confidence and motivation. My school years were a treasure trove for me, providing me with priceless joys in life. I remember not wanting to be absent from school even when there was a typhoon signal. My family would always need to explain to me why there are no classes due to a storm signal and when it is an official holiday. I remember having a terrible dilemma when I was not asked to go to school. Given my learning and behavioral challenges, I was enrolled in the mainstreaming department, now known as the Learning Support Program, where I had my teachers, Teacher Kat Sarmiento Bravo, Teacher Kat, and Teacher Dorcas Bulacan. They would remember me probably as the kid who never fails to cry. I cry at the sound of thunder and lightning. I cry because the rains do not stop. But every time it happens, they're always there for me, making me calm and composed. There was even a time that the MS faculty invited me to eat lunch with them just to make me calm. Sir Norman, hi sir, who was the head of LS at that time, accompanied me to my classroom when I could not go there because of the rains. I had so much fun with them because they taught me so much to see the bright side of things and to relax amidst all the confusions I have. My experience in the mainstreaming program helped me move forward and adjust. There were ups and there were also some not so good days, but I learned to focus on the good things. Being a JASM student urges us to understand what it means to move forward, as what teacher Diane Gutierrez has mentioned to us before. Setbacks do not mean that you are a failure. Thus, it is a moment that we learn from it, and we go standing up and moving forward. If it is not from my earlier experiences in JASMS, I would have missed out on so many opportunities. This incredible school gave me the opportunity to become responsible, to gain new knowledge, and to create wonderful memories. Through the help of all my JASMS teachers, I was able to transition from the mainstream to the general education setting. It was a choice I have made, though it made my parents nervous. But they knew that this decision of mine is something that I have to be responsible for. The learning style I acquired from JASMS would encourage me to have fun while discovering new things to learn and to carry out throughout our whole lives. I would still miss running around the old campus with my fresh, clean uniform stained after a whole day of school. That's what Justin's kids are. Good to know that my mom would tirelessly clean my clothes for me. Love you, mom. But in all seriousness, those are the things that I love about Jasams. Being playful while you are learning something purposeful, jumping around the inflatables during the school fair, dancing for our field demo, even though I hate the idea of being sunbathed, and doing a lot of activities, even though I do not want to do it at first, made me realize the value of patience, understanding, and resilience. The coming together of all students and teachers working hard to come up with the best performance is undeniably unbelievable. Give a JASMS teacher a challenge, the best will be the outcome. This is why JASMS is the best school for me. It was an unforgettable journey that will live on in my heart forever. My school years were filled with excitement and love. It taught me the value of time and turned out to be a wonderful chapter in my life. It was undoubtedly the time when I discovered myself and learned a great deal about myself. My school experience taught me dedication and self actualization. My teachers inspired and pushed me to do my best, which is a big part of who I am today. Most importantly, I have made some new friends here, friends who will be there for me for the rest of my life. My friends have been one of the greatest blessings of my school life. They were the ones who made this journey memorable and enjoyable. These friends of mine made no attempts to judge me even once. They were very patient with me through all these times. In spite of my, alam ninyo na, you did not cease to help me when I cannot understand the task that I need to do. Just mates nga talaga tayo, for we applied the values taught to us in our classes for us to be helpful citizens. As we all know, the first and last days of school are the most memorable days of our lives. I walk into my school crying, and I still have tears in my eyes as I leave. The distinction is that the former was for not wanting to go, whereas the latter was for not wanting to leave. The joys that my school life has brought me are undoubtedly so many to count, and they will make the best days of my life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my friend, for those gracious words. What a beautiful insight of what kind of life we had in JASMS after all these years.
Today, the selected students of the grade 10 batch will receive awards for their exceptional loyalty in JASM over the past years of their stay here. May we call on once more Sir Mark Olaso to give us all the details.
Thank you very much, Pam and Keynote. As mentioned by our MCs, the selected students of the Grade 10 batch will receive awards for their exceptional loyalty in Jason over the past years of their stay here. May we call on our year university president, Mr. Marco Alfredo M. Benitez, and our high school academic coordinator, Mrs. Diana Cynthia G. Gutierrez, to hand over these awards. These awards will be cited by our DPD assistant principal, Mr. Norman A. Ramirez.
Good morning. It is my pleasure to present to you this morning the awardees for loyalty in this batch of grade 10 students. So we'll begin with the following names. As I call your names, please come forward. To receive the bronze medal, may I call on Raven Andrew L. Coloma, Duncan D. Dalafu, Maria Katrina A. Sales, Datu Joaquin D. Sikat, Saliu Oyai R. Vicencio, These five students have been in JASM since grade 1. To receive the silver medal, may we call on Alyssa Daniel Marie C. De Viterbo, Adele has been in JASMS since senior kindergarten. And to receive the gold medal for being in JASMS since nursery, may I call on Luis Alvin V. Irasga, Ron Gabriel P. Miranda, and Chelsea C. Soloren. Congratulations to our loyalty awardees.
Thank you very much to our dear University President, High School Academic Coordinator, and Bed Assistant for handing us the awards. Pam, please help me answer this question. What does it mean to be young?
Being young may be associated with being energetic, enthusiastic, and passionate about the things you want to do in life. Though there are some setbacks along the way. Being young is the best thing a human can experience in his or her entire life.
To help you imagine what Pam is sharing, let us listen to the rendition of her classmates' fun skit track, We Are Young.
Second I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom, getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, she's waiting for me just across the bar. She's got some sunglasses, asking about the car. I know I gave you 3 months ago. I know you're trying to forget, but between the things and subtle things, the whole to my apologies. I'm trying to tell you to get back, but by the time can you feel us falling down? I'll carry you home tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. All that I'm not, all that you got. That's what they can try to fall apart. But my friends are back, so let's raise the bar. I found someone to carry me home tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. The moon is on my side. I've got no reason to run. So will someone just carry me home tonight? The angels never arrive, but I can hear the choir. So will someone come and carry me home tonight? We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Tonight, we are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight.
Thank you, my dear classmates, for that wonderful song. Thank you for iterating onto us that we need to show the best that we can do while we are all still young.
Now, let us proceed to the presentation of the junior high school completers to the university president, followed by the distribution of awards for the grade 10's exceptional contribution and performance in their various aspects of life in JASMS this school year.
At this point, maybe as we proceed with the with the completion, with the received completion, okay, we call on our university president, Mr. Marco Alfredo M. Benitez, and our basic education acting principal, Mrs. Floriza V. Catiran, to hand over this.
Will the grade 10 Faraday class please rise?
Ito na ako.
To our dear university president, today I have the honor to present to you the candidates for completion of class 2022. They have successfully completed the academic requirements and developed the proficiencies required in junior high school education as prescribed by the Department of Education. They are now ready to proceed to the next level.
Thank you, Teacher Lori. Upon the recommendation of your teachers and principal, and by the authority vested upon me by the Board of Trustees of PWU and by the Department of Education, I now declare you completers of the junior high school program. Thus, I will now present to you your certificates that state that you have satisfactorily completed the requirements for the junior high school program. Congratulations.
Gabriel Castro Lumibao. Dalapu. Mon Angelo Barrientos Obidosa. Saliu Oyai Regalado Vicencio. Dindre Ramos Bobolo. Gabriel Kit Iglesias Tan. Ron Gabriel Pasilo Miranda. David Philip Neil Su. Aaron Justin Oligario Gabano. Roy Vincent Balitaan Villena. Pamela Rachel Pamela Rachel Roque. Renee Yuma Camargo. Luis Alvin Vergara Erasga. Jaire Bakli Kuriskal. Lucia Isabella Dapudao Amato.
Raven Anju Layador Coloma. John Angelo Cerda Alpinto. Christian Beliza Guillermo. Ethan Matthew Roman Dating Ginoo. Alisa Daniel Marie Carino de Viterbo. Lance Andrea Pala Tejares. Maria Katrina Aragon Sales. Angeline Karina Cruz Reyes. Diwata Crisostomo Valencia. Mariah Kate de Guzman Giang. Mary Kirsten Bacong Morales. Sophie Marie Sendanya Ong and Sofia Bien Lagatan.
We will now proceed with the distribution of awards for the greatest exceptional contribution and performance in their various aspects of life in JASMS this school year. May we once again have our university president, Mr. Marco Alfredo Benitez, to once again join us on stage. And this time, the award, he will be assisted by our basic education registrar, Ms. Cristina L. Candelaria.
Raven Andrew L. Coloma. Duncan D. Dalafu. Jaire B. Puriscal. Aaron Justin Gabano. Christian M. Guillermo. Mon Angelo A. Obidoza. Saliu Uyayi R. Vicencio. Mary Kirsten B. Morales. Renee Y. Tamargo. Angeline Karina C. Reyes, and Datu Joaquin D. Sicat. They are cited for providing valuable help in technical assistance, in performances and video presentations of the class, which made the output of his class exemplary during the Curriculum Day activities. May we request Jairi B. Foriscal to please receive the certificates on behalf of the group. Congratulations. John Angelo C. Alquinto. Ethan Matthew R. Dating Ginoo. Lucha Isabella D. Amatong. Duncan Dalafu. Mary Kirsten B. Morales. Renee Y. Tamargo. Angeline Karina C. Reyes. Lance Andrea P. Tijares. And David Philip M. Su. They are cited for their optimism, enthusiasm, engagement, as well as for being a prime mover in mobilizing fellow students and boosting class performance to come up with exceptional outputs for different school activities, such as Teachers Appreciation Day, Boys and Girl Scouts Virtual Camping, and the Quarterly Curriculum Day. May we request David Philip M. Su to please receive the certificates on behalf of the group. Congratulations. Gabriel Kit Iglesias Tan. Sofia Bien B. Tani. They are cited for their courteousness to the teachers and peers. Likewise, they have shown a positive working attitude in any given schoolwork and activities. May I request Gabriel Kit Iglesias Stan to please receive the certificate? Congratulations. Lucha Isabela D. Amato, Luis Alvin B. Erasga, Gabriel Kit Iglesias Tan, Sofia Bien B. Tani, and Chelsea C. Soloren. They're cited for consistently and dutifully following the rules and regulations of the school by wearing the school proper uniform, attending classes on time, and having the initiative to keep themselves visible while their cameras are on at all times. May we request Chelsea Soloren to please receive the certificates on behalf of the group. Congratulations. Angeline Karina C. Reyes. She's cited for exhibiting exceptional leadership skills in initiating class activities in all subjects. She's able to encourage and motivate classmates to perform and complete tasks at hand. Congratulations. Pamela Rachel Roque, Datu Joaquin D. Sikat. They're cited for their untiring work to lead various activities as event hosts. Their incomparable communication skills had attracted the school community to engage and participate in these activities that strengthened the camaraderie of JASMS community. May I request Datu Joaquin Sikat to please receive the certificate. Congratulations. Grade 10 batch, please stand. They are cited for their time and talent to give honor to JASM's teachers and staff during the celebration of Teachers Appreciation Day held last February 2022. May I request the batch Vice President Diwata C. Valencia to please receive the certificates. Congratulations, grade 10 batch. Pamela Rachel Roque. She is known for her dedicated service as a member of the JASMS Board of Elections Committee or JBEC during the Student Council elections for academic year 2021-2022. Congratulations. John Angelo C. Alquinto. He's cited for his sterling qualities of leadership, mobilizing student power, inspiring teamwork, and coordinating resources by being grade 10 batch representative of the Student Council organization for the school year 2021-2022. Congratulations. Ethan Matthew R. Dating Dinoong. He's cited for demonstrating sterling qualities of leadership, mobilizing student power, inspiring teamwork, and coordinating resources by being the secretary of the Student Council organization for the school year 2021-2022. Congratulations. Diwata C. Valencia. She's cited for demonstrating sterling qualities of leadership, mobilizing student power, inspiring teamwork, and coordinating resources by being the environmental officer of the Student Council Organization for the school year 2021-2022. Sofia Bien El Tani, cited for demonstrating sterling qualities of leadership, mobilizing student power, inspiring teamwork, and coordinating resources by being the auditor of the Student Council Organization for the school year 2021-2022. John Angelo C. Alquinto, Ethan Matthew R. Dating Ginoo. They're cited for being outstanding patrol leaders for the school year 2021-2022. They demonstrated initiative in assisting everyone in the patrol. Due to their efforts, every member learned and enjoyed their assigned tasks, especially during the virtual camp. This is a manifestation of their dedication to the Boy Scout movement and devotion to community service. May we request the class secretary, John Angelo C. Alquinto, to please receive the certificates. John Angelo C. Alquinto, Ethan Matthew R. Dating Ginoo, Aaron Justine O. Cabano, Mary Kristen B. Morales, Angeline Karina C. Reyes, Katrina A. Sales, Lance Andrea P. Tijares, Gabriel C. Lumibaw, Ron Gabriel P. Miranda, and Diwata C. Valencia. They are cited for their creative imagination reflected in their outputs in industrial arts under the technology and livelihood education. Katrina A. Sales, please receive the certificates. John Angelo C. Alquinto, Ethan Matthew R. Dating Ginoo, Angeline Karina C. Reyes, and Diwata C. Valencia. They are cited for their excellent performance in understanding and applying the concepts of computer troubleshooting, data entry, and multimedia presentations learned in the computer subject. May we request Ethan Matthew to please receive the certificates on behalf of the group. John Angelo C. Alquinto, Ethan Matthew R. Dating Ginoo, Angeline Karina C. Reyes, and Mariah Kate D. Guiam. They are cited for their advanced skills shown in the manipulation and use of the Tinker activities covering the fundamentals of coding, including introduction to Python, JavaScript manual codes, string loops, arrays, math conditionals, variables, operators, and objects. May we request the class secretary, John Angelo C. Alquinto, please receive the certificates. Ethan Matthew R. Dating Ginoo. He is cited for taking an active role in class discussions and sharing ideas frequently in health class. He works well in advocating solutions to current health issues, trends, and concerns in both local and international levels. John Angelo C. Alquinto, Ethan Matthew R. Dating Ginoo, Angeline Corina C. Reyes, Pamela Rachel Roque, and Diwata Valencia. They are cited for their creativity, technique, originality, and excellence in creating artworks based on class topics and discussion. They are lauded for their clear and commendable means of explaining in class the justification and motivation of their works. May we request Pamela Rachel Roque to please receive the certificates. Angeline Karina C. Reyes and Diwata C. Valencia. They are cited for being able to compose an original song entitled Di Ka Mag-iisa as their completion ceremony theme song and describing the batch experiences as junior high school students. May we request the batch president Angeline Karina C. Reyes please receive the certificates. Christian M. Guillermo. He is cited for his excellent in musical composition and application. He displays his high musicality by producing complex beats and catchy melodies, as well as being able to integrate the tunes to modern trends. Alisa Danielle Marisi de Viterbo. She is cited for her remarkable knowledge in music. She exudes confidence in presenting and performing a wide variety of popular music cultures. John Angelo C. Alquinto, Ethan Matthew R. Dating Ginoo, Datu Joaquin Sika, Mariah Kate Giang, Dindray Luke Gogola, Angeline Carolina Reyes, and Diwata Valencia. Sila ay kinikilala sa kanilang husay sa pananaliksik, pagbabahagi at pagbibigay ng mga makabuluhang interpretasyon at malalim na opinyon sa talakayan sa mga kontemporaryong issue. Hinihilingan si Dato Joaquin Sikat upang tanggapin ang sertipiko sa ngalan ng kanyang pangkat. John Angelo Alquinto. Siya ay kinikilala sa pagbibigay ng malinaw na interpretasyon sa pamamagitan ng pagsulat tungkol sa mga akdang pampanitikan sa asignaturang Pilipino. Ethan Matthew Dating Ginoo. Siya ay kinikilala para sa kanyang pambihirang kahusayan sa pagsulat ng mga sanaysay, pagpapaliwanag sa talakayan at sa partisipasyon sa asignaturang Pilipino. Mariah Kate Giang. Siya ay kinikilala dahil sa pagpapamalas ng aktibong pakikilahok sa mga talakayan at kakayahang pangunahan ang klase sa mga pangkatang gawain sa Pilipino. Angeline Carina C. Reyes. Siya ay kinikilala para sa kanyang pambihirang kahusayan sa pagsulat ng mga sanaysay, pagpapaliwanag sa talakayan at sa partisipasyon sa asignaturang Pilipino. Diwata C. Valencia. Siya ay kinikilala dahil sa malalim na paglalahad at pagbibigay ng mga makabuluhang interpretasyon sa iba't ibang paksa sa mga isyung panlipunang tinatalakay sa klase. Lucha Isabela D. Amato, Mary Kristen Morales, Lance Andrea Tejada, Pamela Rachel Roque, Renee White Tamargo, David Philip M. Su, and Christian M. Guillermo. Sila ay kinikilala sa pagpapamalas ng aktibong pakikilahok sa mga talakayan at kakayahang pangunahan ng klase sa mga pangkatang gawain sa Pilipino. Hinihilingan si Lucha Isabela Amato upang tanggapin ang sertipiko sa ngalan ng kanyang pangkat. John Angelo C. Alquinto is cited for his remarkable diligence and exemplary capability to translate scientific ideas into a graphical output in the performance of the gas laboratory computer simulation in chemistry. Ethan Matthew R. Ginoo. He is cited for his creativeness and resourcefulness in solving scientific problems, his dedication in completing his duties as a student, which in turn influenced other students to do the same. He is also cited for his sustained excellence in the ability to transform scientific concepts into computer-generated graphical output in the performance of the gas laboratory computer simulation in chemistry. Ethan Matthew R. Ginoo. He is cited for being very organized in doing laboratory reports. He records data and observations carefully and in full detail. He particularly demonstrated understanding of target science concepts in the topics electromagnetic waves and optics in physics. Angeline Karina C. Reyes. She's cited for her understanding and executing scientific processes in doing activities in physics. She demonstrates a clear understanding of the science concepts and skills learned in optics, particularly in ray diagramming in mirrors in physics. Ethan Matthew R. Ginoo. He's cited for being consistent and enthusiastic and actively participating in class discussions and critically applying concepts through all tasks given to him. He is also cited for his exemplary performance in the projects made in math. Ethan Matthew R. Ginoo, Dindre Luke R. Gugola. They are cited for their ability in active engagement through class participation in English subject. They display utmost confidence in sharing concepts and ideas in class that cultivate meaningful discourse and understanding. May I request please Dindre to please receive the certificates. Roy Vincent B. Villena is cited for his active engagement in class discussions in relevance to mythology. His fervent and enthusiastic interest in Greek mythology helped the elaboration of the lesson, thus leading the class towards a better appreciation of the said topic. Angeline Karina C. Reyes. She is cited for her unique yet unparalleled contribution to the course through active participation. Her thoughts and ideas create an avenue for a clear exchange of ideas and relate it to the questions and ideas about societal and political awareness. Sophie Marie C. Ong. She is cited for her distinctive approach in writing, specifically in the aspect of argumentation. She confidently states her disposition on the topics presented before her, with the observance of the skills and techniques set through this form of writing. Wave, Sophie. We have Diwata C. Valencia. She is cited for her exceptional mastery of the English language. She displays the utmost ability to share her significant thoughts and relevant ideas across significant various macro skills, such as speaking and writing. The last but not the least, Lucha Isabella D. Amato, Mary Kirsten B. Morales, Lance Andrea P. Tejares, Pamela Rachel Roque, Renee Y. Tamargo, David Philip M. Su, and Christian M. Guillermo. They are cited for their active participation in sharing their opinions. They exude confidence in sharing concepts and ideas in class that cultivate meaningful discourse and understanding in English. May I request Lance Andrea P. Tejares to please receive the certificates? Raven Andrew C. Coloma, Duncan D. Dalafu, Dindre Luke R. Gogola, Mariah Kate D. Giang, Sophie Marie C. Ong, Katrina A. Sales, Datu Joaquin D. Sikat, Sally Oyayi R. Vicencio. They are cited for their exemplary performance in grade 10, thus being recognized with honors for school year 2021-2022. May we request first the parent of Raven Andrew L. Coloma to please come up on stage. The parents, please. Congratulations. May we call the parents also of Duncan Dalafu. Congratulations. We have Dindre Luke Gogola. Congratulations. We have Mariah Kate Guillaume. May I call the parents, please? Sophie Marie C. Ong, with the parents. Okay. Say, wait, Sophie. Congratulations. Katrina A. Sales, with your parents. Congratulations. Let's have Datu Joaquin D. Sica. His proud parents come up on stage. And we have Sally Oyayi R. Vicencio. May I call the parents, please? Once again, they are cited for their exemplary performance in grade 10, thus being recognized with honors for school year 2021-2022. John Angelo C. Alquinto. He is cited for his exemplary performance in grade 10, thus being recognized with high honors for school year 2021-2022. Wait. Our parents, please. Congratulations. Ethan Matthew R. Dating Ginoo. He is cited for his exemplary performance in grade 10, thus being recognized with high honors for the school year 2021-2022. Congratulations. Angeline Karina C. Reyes. She is cited for her exemplary performance in grade 10, thus being recognized with high honors for this school year 2021 and 2022. Congratulations. And of course, we have the last but not the least. We have Diwata C. Valencia. She is cited for her exemplary performance in grade 10, thus being recognized with high honors for school year 2021-2022. Congratulations, everyone, and to our proud parents. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Benitez, Dr. Young, Ms. Patiran.
Miss Candelaria, and to our dear class advisors. Indeed, these awards will remind us of our junior high school days, undeniably the most memorable one, as we are learning while having fun at the same time, both inside our classrooms and our homes, especially during this time of online learning.
And yet, we owe it to our dear teachers who sacrificed everything, most especially in these trying times, just for us to learn new and great things. With that, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
At this point, let us listen to our speaker for his inspiring message to the grade 10 students. And he will be introduced by our ever hardworking and reliable classmate, Miss Angeline Karina C. Reyes.
Usually, introducing a guest speaker is considered to be a heavy task. But today, I find it quite an honor to be introducing our honored guest. He was once a team captain who led the Barrier of Southern School's basketball varsity team. So you see, like a basketball varsity team, he is also our current team captain. Mind you, being a team captain is a complex and unique role. Upon joining our PWU-JASMS family, he was immediately put to the test during the onslaught of the COVID-19 pandemic. Like a true team captain, he fought hard and moved forward. Amid all of the setbacks, he made sure that all the members of the school community will be at ease in navigating this new setup of online learning, making sure that we, the students, are doing fine and not stressed in our online classes. And the teachers and other essential personnel are all updated in all the technical support needed in delivering teaching and services. He also made sure that he is always in touch with everyone. He makes sure that nobody gets left behind. Thus, he continuously gives us situation reports, and his lines are continuously open in case we need him. He navigated through all these difficulties without backing down. Through him, all of us had the courage to move forward and face all the challenges head on. Isn't that awesome? When we were still having our face to face classes, he used to attend our school events like the curriculum day. We would see him walking around the different floors of this building with his beaming, friendly smile. He stops and chats with us and asks us how we are doing. He engages us in small talks that makes us feel comfortable around him. He would ask questions about our projects and gives us a thumbs up sign to show his approval. I particularly remember he told us as we went to our group that working cooperatively can successfully bring positive output and that proper motivation can make a huge difference. He further mentioned that we should listen to every suggestion from group members and make sure that everyone is heard. I think he wanted us to realize that working cooperatively can lead the team to greater heights and at the same time bring out the best in people whom we work with. He also mentioned in one of his speeches during our class opening that everyone should have a chance to shine and develop one's character. Sounds so motivating, right? All of these traits he had were all molded by his parents, and he brought this with him when he entered the Ateneo de Manila University, where he balanced it all as a varsity player for the Ateneo Blue Eagles, while taking up Bachelor of Science in Management Engineering. With a combination of diligence, hard work, and discipline, not only he graduated college, but he gave the Blue Eagles its first UAAP championship after many years. I believe he is a perfect team captain as he carries these beliefs with him. So today, let us all give a warm welcome to our team captain, and for me, a true exemplar of a genuine leader. Ladies and gentlemen and fellow completers, it is with honor to introduce our dear University President, Mr. Marco Alfredo Moya Benitez.
Thank you, Angel. That was a very touching and heartwarming introduction, and I'm very, very humbled, especially that you remembered those instances. Back, I think Diane said you were in grade 8 at that time. Please be seated. Our Basic Education Executive Director, Teacher Remy Cruz, Principal Lori, Teacher Norman, our hardworking academic and level coordinators, faculty members, parents, and our dear students, completers of grade 10. Good morning to all of you. First and foremost, thank you to the organizers and the JASMS Quezon City leadership team for their painstaking work to make today's event possible. After more than 2 years of virtual activities, it feels remarkable to finally be able to meet face-to-face for such a memorable occasion. And you are among the first group of students in this post-pandemic normal to attend a face-to-face ceremony here at PWU-JASMS Quezon City. So let's let that sink in for a moment. Through the various moving up practices and in-person pictorials the past couple of weeks, I hope that you are able to find a deeper appreciation for the face-to-face interactions that we had taken for granted prior to March of 2020 when the pandemic started. While we still practice social distancing and health and safety protocols, I'm sure being able to interact with your classmates physically rather than through a computer screen or tablet must have been quite liberating. The various nonverbal cues, expressions, and movements that were almost absent, especially when you see just from the neck up on Google Meet or on Zoom, or in many cases completely absent because the video cameras were turned off to save on bandwidth, I'm sure must have provided a thoroughly deeper experience, to say the least. One that we have so missed the past 2 years. Your principal, Teacher Lori, assistant principal, and academic coordinators, of course, with the concurrence of Teacher Remy, our executive director, had strongly proposed to have this hybrid moving up ceremony a couple of months ago. They cited not just the need for you to experience this important ceremony in person, now that the health situation is much improved, but also to show the larger PWU-JASMS community, especially the younger batches and those that may be watching online, that despite the challenges the pandemic has thrown our way, we remain resilient and at the forefront of making sure that our students get the best possible experience while ensuring the quality of education we provide here at PWU-JASMS. So congratulations, dear students, for successfully navigating another year of online remote learning. More importantly, congratulations on completing your junior high school stay here at PWU-JASMS and now moving up to senior high school, and with flying colors, no doubt. Over the last 2 years, you've experienced how the JASMS community, your teachers, administrators, and classmates have adapted to this whole new concept of flexible learning as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. You witnessed how the learning by doing experiential philosophy of JASMS was adapted to the digital environment, while at the same time still conscious of the values espoused by the university. Values such as integrity, family solidarity, inclusivity, kindness to one another, the respect and fostering of each child's creative individuality, and an orientation towards working together for the good of the community. Last year, I reminded the batch of 2021 how every experience, whether it is successful or a failure, is an opportunity to learn, and how life's greatest lessons can sometimes be drawn from the greatest traumas, such as what we went through in this pandemic. I assured them as well that we would overcome this global health crisis and that they would come out of it with the confidence that they were able to go through a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic at such a young age, bettering themselves and their friends and families in the process. Now that we are in what we pray seems to be the tail end of the COVID pandemic, I would like you to reflect for a moment on how the experiences of the past year or the past 2 years have changed you and your perspective on the world. Apart from mastering the ins and outs of Google Classroom, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Jamboard, Google Sites, and as they mentioned last night, Canva and Discord, and the other apps used in your remote online classes, did we learn to become more resilient, hardworking, and conscientious students? Did we become more empathetic and sensitive to the needs and challenges faced not only by our classmates, but also our teachers, who made it a point to prepare better in the light of the complexities of online learning? Were we more aware and considerate of our parents who had to juggle both roles as working parents and secondary teachers at home? Equally as important, did we learn when it was time to disconnect from our screens and connect with ourselves, our families and loved ones living with us at home, and with our faith? I hope that we did not engross ourselves too much in our academics, that we ended up neglecting the other aspects of life that are equally important and enjoyable. Remember that the PWU-JASMS education has always been about the development of the whole child, because as Mrs. Doreen Gamboa would say, a child grows up only once. Let his childhood be a happy one. I would like to thank Luis Alvin Irasga for talking about his life in junior high school and before that, and mentioning how grade school and junior high school shaped him into who he is today. He mentioned that his school years here at JASMS were a treasure trove that provided him with much happiness. And he also described how JASMS and JASM students were able to be playful while learning something purposeful. He talked about how the school experience taught him dedication and self-actualization, and that his friends made his journey memorable and enjoyable and never judged him, but were always there to help him. All in all, he summarized and mentioned how JASMS turned him from the kid who never failed to cry to one who is hardworking, mature, resilient, dedicated, and full of character. Thank you, Luis. When this pandemic started, none of us knew exactly what to expect. Not your teachers, nor your principal, and myself included. No one knew what kind of impact this would have on the way we live and the way we learned. Now, seeing how the world and education try to move forward into the new normal, and as you are ready to move on to the next chapter of your lives in senior high school, let us approach each day with a deeper appreciation for the little things we once took for granted. Let us thank our teachers and school administrators for the daily preparations they make to ensure the quality of learning each of you experience, whether online or in person, for their dedication and hard work in providing a safe and healthy school environment, as well as painstakingly studying the best learning modality to address your needs in this new normal. Let us thank our non-teaching personnel, maintenance and security support staff for continuing to make sure our campuses work efficiently and are properly maintained. Most importantly, let us thank our parents and guardians, the school's partners in your learning journey, especially during the last 2 years of the pandemic. Once again, this school year would not have been possible without their support. Months and years from now, as you enter senior high school and beyond, when you look back at the experience of the past 2 years, I hope that you will see it as a time when learning moved out of the confines of the classroom, when friendships were nurtured despite the absence of physical interaction, and when, most importantly, JASMS was able to form you into men and women of character who, having survived a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic, are now more than ready to face whatever life has to offer. So to our grade 10 completers, our dear JASMites, congratulations. I hope to see you all in August.
Once more, let us thank our university president for his words of encouragement. Amidst all the uncertainties we encountered this school year due to this continuing pandemic, you truly inspired us to keep our dreams and aspirations alive.
I certainly agree. The life that we have as junior high school students would be deemed the most memorable one, as we experience the best of both worlds, being inside the joyous halls of our classrooms and being held at the portals of our home, particularly during these uncertain times.
But one thing is certain, you have never left us, especially when we needed you the most. Though distance had made us apart, each of you had made your own way to keep this friendship stronger than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in singing our own original anthem of togetherness. This is Di Ka Mag-iisa.
Pikinig mata, nagsasaya, kahit ano pang daan, walang maiiwan, kumakanta, sumasayaw, kahit hindi madali ang buhay. Hanggang sa gabi na abot ng dilim, di pa
Once more, a big bravo to our classmates for that outstanding presentation.
Hey, Keynote, how do you see our lives come to 2022?
Whoa, looks like a difficult question to answer. I honestly cannot even tell. What did you ask for that? Who knows? You might even give us a clue.
That's a brilliant idea. I am so excited to hear what might be in store for us 20 years from now. So, without further ado, let us listen to the batch prophecy that will be delivered by Ms. Iwata.
Class reunions are extremely exciting. You can reconnect with classmates you haven't seen in years because many of them have moved away from your old neighborhood to different cities or campuses. Some of them might have even left the country from graduation. Come with me as we travel to the future. January 18, 2032, 7:23 p.m., which is today, and we are here at Ciel Blue Swiss Hotel, Nansai, Osaka, in Osaka, of course. And we are very grateful for their team to have us get prepared and schedule us the school area for ourselves to recollect old memories. So, welcome to the Grade 10 Batch of 2021's 2022's first reunion. I'd like you all to sit at your respective tables, and if you are seated at the tables you were assigned, I would like you all to pay attention to our opening remarks for today's ceremony. First, I'd like to thank you for this event and that you all came complete today. Secondly, since it's been so long since everyone has seen each other, I'd like to do the honors to acknowledge these accomplishments. I wonder if you ever thought back then in high school where your classmates would go, where they would be, where they would end up. Fear not, because right now you'll get to answer that question whether you thought about it. So I'd like to advise everyone to please put your phone on silent for this whole night. Feel free to grab food on your right. Feel free to go to the restroom on your left. As your host, let me do the honors to update each and every one of you on each other. Let's first let's give our first greeting tonight to David Philip Shu. How are you, David? Because so far, David has been traveling around the world. 10 years ago, he couldn't travel often due to the pandemic, and now he's making up for it. Not only that, but he's traveling for the purpose of experiencing new cultures and discovering more about his environment, since he is a teacher. Yes, David is an intermediate teacher. He is adored by his staff, and his students adore him. And he recently got a that you brought your family here can celebrate together. I also heard that he's going to travel again next week. So safe trip, David, for you and your family. Let us welcome and appreciate David's old bucket list is now complete. For now, this is your destination, so sit back and relax. Contemporary art captures the world of today and leaves a lasting impression that will influence future generations. Her brushy layers and alternating colored squares or stripes are well-known features of her abstract paintings. She's inspired by specific memories of places and objects. We are so happy that she made it to our reunion tonight. Lucia Amatong lives and works between New York and Munich, Germany. Her works are held in the collections of the Musée d'Orsay in Paris, Victoria and Albert Museum, London, and Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. She received a degree in art at School of Art, the Institute of Chicago. And good job, Sia. Keep on going because this is just the beginning of your career. We hope to see you at your next exhibit at the National Art Center in Tokyo, Japan. Are you all recalling it? And are you all shocked and surprised? Well, don't worry because we're just starting. So everybody, get ready to go back in at memory lane with me. He is interested in history, furthermore historical cartoons. Right now, he has worked on 10 cartoons, with 3 of them ongoing. Wow. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see. His cartoons have a historical 1930s style to it, like Betty Boop. But sometimes it's also in other styles. And he has so far has 17 awards for all 10 shows he either worked on or is still working on. This mysterious chap is our old classmate, Gabriel C. Lumibao. Let's give him a round of applause. And thank you and congratulations on your 17 awards, and we hope you get more. Keep on fighting. Now, this next fellow is known for being the Greek mythology enthusiast of our class. He reads and studies about it in his free time in high school. He is hardworking because, believe it or not, he's got a bachelor's degree and had 8 more years of both medical and residency school. May I present to you Roy Vincent Villena, or Rovic. I'd like to congratulate you for your hard work because he is now a psychiatrist. It must be hard getting there. And Rovic has been attending several mental health seminars with him either being the speaker or the listener. He's working very hard to solve or find ways to help his patients. So he's a busy man, aren't you? It's fine because everyone admires him for his courage and deep perspective about human psychology. So, our next guest for tonight was recently claimed as top of his class and has been a recent graduate and immediately became a success in his community. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you Duncan D. Delafo, right now a successful mechanical engineer. Current factories have the machines that he has invented or created. Ever since high school, he's always had the talent at math, which fits perfectly with his career choice right now. I hope you're enjoying Duncan. Welcome back to Grade 10 Faraday. Enjoy the reunion. The next person, I challenge you, the former Grade 10 Faradays, to guess who we have next. If you guess, you get free shipping and Shopee. Kidding. So everyone settle down and please welcome our next guest for tonight. He is the one and only Kate Giang, because his recent game has been nominated for a game award and was played and reviewed by many YouTubers and influencers these days. It has also been declared in several articles that Kate's games are confirmed 5-star ratings. So please extend my thanks to your development team. You are really creative and a talented person. And keep this passion of yours growing and flowing. All right? Looking at an incredible photograph is truly amazing. She is famous for her photos taken in different parts of Asia. Katrina Salas has a story for each person she has photographed. From the indigenous tribes of the Jiravaru of Maldives to the indigenous people of Nepal. Her photos tell a fascinating story, depict real emotions. That is why the National Geographic fell in love with her work, and that kept her pursuing new ideas. Our globetrotter photographer still paints and sketches during her own downtime. You can find one of her sketches in one of our classmates' restaurant who is now a restaurateur. Everybody seems like they've got interesting lives so far. Wow. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and continue because I'm actually amazed by this batch's ability ever since I met them. And I love my interactions with each and every one of them. All right. So let's go back. This one is featured and co-directed with Lin-Manuel Miranda for a recent theater play that he directed. She's a current broadcaster for a radio show, won her first Oscars last year, and has been in a total of 5 movies within just 1 year. She's starting in the Hollywood scene. However, she's already having a great start. So let's give a big welcome to Pamela Roque. Her red carpet premiere look is very iconic and memorable. She is living in Los Angeles right now and has a house back in Philippines. And right after this reunion, she needs to fly back to United States for another film that she starred in. She seems like a busy person, but do not fret, Pam. For tonight, we encourage you to relax. Welcome to the party. Oh, and what is this? Do we have another photographer? That's amazing. I didn't expect photographers in our class. Though I am impressed because I recently saw her professional shoots in several articles. She too was called to become a photographer for a magazine about famous celebrities. And I heard that her booking is full. So I'm sorry guys, if you want a model photo shoot, I'm afraid she's booked. This mysterious maiden is the one and only Sophia Tunning. Congratulations. I hope you get to finish your scheduled work. Okay, so drum roll please, because for our next guest, he has over 5 million followers on both TikTok and Instagram, and is continuously growing till this day. Ever since elementary, he has always been good at drawing houses, phones, or anything similar. Right now, he is traveling around the world as an influencer, vlogging and live streaming his journeys. So may I present to you the one and only Luis Alvin Erasga. Welcome, welcome. Give us a shout out, okay? Next one is that ever since elementary, she loved watching WWE. And I'm pretty sure with that hint, you already know her already. That's right. Do you remember those days, Chelsea Solerin? Welcome to the party. And we are proud of you because recently Chelsea was offered to rewrite a new instruction manual for the big company Google. So her writings are seen in very famous sites when you're looking for a guide. You go, Chelsea. She is a technical writer who is also booked since she has so many things to write. Her writing skills were already showing in high school when she wrote a portion of the script for Curriculum Day. So relax for tonight. Make way, because we have another entrepreneur in the house. And she has great taste in fashion. And so does her company. Because she runs a fashion brand as popular as Louis Vuitton and Dior. So congratulations for being considered as the top 5 popular fashion brands. She started small by hiring a few close classmates to help her first projects. She did this while studying in her major, which is business. They made clothes while she did most of the planning and meeting. So this online selling tactic became bigger and bigger till it eventually got big enough to go international. She's always had the skill and hint on being a good entrepreneur ever since. I'd like to introduce and welcome Renee Tamargo, the CEO of Mood, the brand, the fashion brand. Now, before I introduce this next one, I'd like to say a disclaimer. Disclaimer. This next one is really talented. She's gifted with a voice when it gets to singing and speaking out her mind. She always speaks her right and lets her voice be heard. Alongside that, she can sing very well in 3 languages actually: English, Japanese, and Tagalog. She's a cover artist who's been in several live performances and uploading her videos. However, she was recently offered a chance to create her own music. So congratulations, Adele de Viterbo. I heard you accepted the offer and I wish you the best of luck. This classmate, I just want to genuinely give thanks to Christian Guillermo, since he's very inspiring and an ambitious classmate when I met him around 15 to 16. He started his passion at a young age and worked his way up. And I find that inspiring. Ever since then, he has been posting and creating music all the time. He collaborated with several artists already and has been really popular and helping out smaller EDM artists and other music producers as well. Be proud of yourself, Chris. Good luck with your growing journey as he's still continuously improving and growing. Our next guest for tonight is another artist who recently graduated from UP College Fine Arts. She's a visual artist as well as her works being in galleries too. While working on side projects as an animator, she has her own animated show and worked on several animation companies back then, including Disney and Pixar movies, and sometimes doing both. She's still currently taking advanced lessons for her animation, and on the other hand, she sells her paintings, drawings, and is currently taking commissions on the internet. This artist I'm speaking about is Andrea Tejaras. She used to be an art YouTuber in high school, and I remember everyone praising her for having around 10K subscribers or more. Either way, she started a new art channel and has millions of subscribers. Feel free to watch her content and good luck, Anya. And this next one, we really need to celebrate big because I didn't know he was a nuclear engineer for the US Air Force. He is known to be the best one in their field and is looked upon his peers. He has a bachelor's degree in engineering physics, a master's degree from nuclear engineering. Nuclear engineers are known to be one of the most advanced scientists in their own field, so that's very impressive, Mon Angelo Obedosa. That's right, Mon Angelo Obedosa is now a nuclear engineer all the way in the US for the Air Force. He is currently living there along with his family and is dedicated to his job every day. If you talk to his higher ups, they say nothing but good things about him. I remember that ever since grade 7, perhaps, he was tutored by our Filipino teacher, and he visits her every now and then. How sweet of you, Angelo. Congratulations on your degrees and for this really big and heavy career. Yet you are very successful in it, and I hope you persevere. I'd like to tell the audience that this next person is a famous person in our class and is very famous for using spin the wheel to pick her strands. Crazy, right? She had a hard time choosing a job since she wanted to do many things. But why not do both, right? So that's what she exactly did. Though to others it may seem heavy, hard to maintain, she loves doing what she's doing in the end. Stay with me when I say this, but she has a medical degree and a bachelor's degree and took major in journalism. May I present to you our one and only grade 10 president, Angeline Karina C. Reyes. I promise you that she didn't use spin the wheel to choose her job this time because she did both and she's very successful. In her free time, she writes articles and newspapers vouching and advocating for contemporary issues that are going on in society. Not only she is healing and helping and saving patients, but she's also using her voice to speak the truth. I'd like to tell her that whatever people say, keep going, Angel, because right now you're doing great. Next one owns a restaurant, and she's planning to make it more national this year. Cross fingers for you, Kirsten Morales. Kirsten currently owns 3 restaurants around Manila, and she plans to extend it to the other regions of the Philippines. So don't be surprised if you find her restaurant all the way in Visayas. Kirsten also has a bachelor's degree in business and is almost about to finish her management course. So she's still learning, yet it seems like everything is going great so far. So congratulations on your hard work to get your very own five-star restaurant. I hope you give us a discount in your restaurant, alright? I also remember the first time I met Kirsten, I always saw her playing games like Mobile Legends. Good times, right? Well, no worries because we can play it once again with our classmates later. So welcome to the reunion, Kirsten. Glad to know you all over again. This next person, I'd like to ask for a discount too. Can we get a free ride? Because he managed to accomplish his goal on being an airline pilot. Congratulations, because recently, Ron Gabriel Miranda, or Gabe, just finished his requirements to be an airline pilot and is now driving airline planes. Congratulations, Gabe. Everyone and I are wishing you the best of luck in every flight you have. And oh man, I remember that Gabe was always front of the aircon in the classroom. Like he's always in front of it. And it feels like it was just yesterday. Well, also, I'd like to congratulate Gabe with his bachelor's degree. Be proud of yourself, take a break, and honestly, Gabe is a hard worker. He really works hard for his passion, and I'd like you to keep moving forward and continue being an inspiration to us all. Okay, let me see who's the next one. Very interesting because this guy submitted a photo of his fans, like electric fans, as a project for our health subject. He submitted a collage of him and his brother holding up fans in front of the camera. He's a goofy fella since he knows his ways to get you to smile. He offers his hand for help in events back then. Till today, he still offers his hand and lends his ears to those who need to express themselves. He's the one and only Kino Sikat, a counseling psychiatrist. Kino is a very flexible counselor since at one point he tried being a school counselor and he is now doing mental health counseling. So not only he's a listener, but he can make you smile in his own little ways. Good job, Kino, since he too had to earn for a bachelor's degree in psychology and a master's degree. So well done for working hard and keep on doing you. Welcome to the party. She is known for speaking out her mind even though she was the youngest in our class. She was socially aware about issues in society ever since then until now. She recently graduated with honors in Mapua University for graphic designing and is currently starting a literature major. I welcome Zophie Ong. She's a freelance graphic artist and creates logos and posters and any business material for business purposes. However, soon enough, she's planning to be a freelance writer, writing articles and scripts for ads and screenplays as well. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to do that, Zophie. Keep fighting. You can definitely tell our class before was full of creative and artistic people since she was good at writing ever since, and graphic design. Remember to relax for tonight, Zophie. Congratulations on graduating with honors. And we hope you get honors again in your literature major. A special request from this person is that he wants me to introduce him as someone who is poggy, loyal, charismatic, enthusiastic, fantastic, and all the other ticks. He's a chef at a five-star restaurant and has a bachelor's degree, along with a culinary arts degree. So if you're hungry, you can ask him to make you food because he's got 5 Michelin stars. Our cook goes by the name Gabriel Kit Iglesias Tan, and he owns the famous restaurant Gabindiria. Other than making you smile with his delicious meals, he can make you smile effortlessly. As in grade 10, this guy was someone who could make you laugh. So, if you're hungry and feeling down, turn that frown upside down because Gabo will cook for you. Congratulations once again, Gabo. Speaking of food, I'm also getting hungry, but I promise that before we start the celebration, we really need to remember each other. It would be weird if we don't recognize each other, right? For our next one, he was recently featured in a magazine as one of the most famous entrepreneurs. He's been in several interviews for his family business. And hi, nako, I think we can all remember Aaron was the boy next door of the whole batch. However, indeed, yes, his name is Aaron Gabano. Or in other words, he's the top 5 best entrepreneurs. Don't believe me? Just go to your local newspaper or magazine store and look at the ads. He also published a book that shares his tips and tricks, all while he still continues playing his beloved video games. Give yourself a pat on the back, Aaron, as you achieved your goals. I also heard that a lot of people are looking up to you and wanting to be you, so that's your sign that you're doing great. I'd like to say another congratulations to Oyayi Vicencio because he's got a scholarship in UP College of Music. He's almost about to finish his studies, with him still maintaining his scholarship. And we all know you could do it, Oyayi. No, not only that, but he's actually a streamer included in a Valorant esports team and has several articles written about him. So he's studying music to be a part-time music producer, and he's also a professional esports player and has another big Valorant game coming up. So we wish you the best of luck on your upcoming games. Keep on continuing your study in UP College of Music, and welcome to the party again. This next one popularized a who look for the class. He always had his jacket off shoulders. He never wore it fully. It's always off shoulders. So every time someone sees your jacket falling off, they'll immediately know that's jealous look. And yes, I'm talking about V. Angelo Alquinto, who's currently the most known player in the Philippine men's volleyball national team. So if you search up who's the best one in the team, you'll see that his name is the first one to pop up. He's got honors during his college life and continues playing volleyball alongside his studies. He also did summer organizations relating to sports-related events. I also remember he was our class secretary. So let us welcome our pogging secretary to our reunion. I hope you enjoyed this night and of course remember to relax. And once more, congratulations. And hay nako, this one I'll never ever forget. He used to knock in our classroom just to ask for food from me. But it seems like yesterday when he was doing this because right now he's a commercial and residential metropolitan architect. He creates private residences, and isn't that amazing? He has a professional degree in architecture and he's now a licensed architect. He's always recommended when you want unique looking houses, and during his college years, you could always see his miniature buildings in their school exhibits. And you can see that his ideas were unique and creative. Ethan dating Ginoo has the talent when it comes to creativity, since his hands were gifted with being an artistic person. Have you seen his sketches in grade 8? Well, I have. And they seem like they were drawn by an advanced and professional artist. But anyways, I wish you the best of luck, Ethan. Keep going forward if you want to learn more or practice more of your skills. Welcome back to grade 10 Faraday. Now, this next one I could never forget because in grade 10, April 21, 2022, it was our first practice for our face-to-face graduation. Back then, the students didn't know much about the school. So this guy was supposed to go to the library, but he ended up lost. And he went back to the room claiming he was lost. That's right. We're talking about our very own commercial pilot, Dindre Gogola. Don't worry because I'm pretty sure he doesn't get lost anymore today. Right, Dean? All right. So recently, Dean has been taking a lot of private and personal flights. And rumor says that he picked up a celebrity. He's done 250 flight hours and 100 hours of pilot in command time, 50 hours of cross-country flying as the requirements of a commercial pilot. And though that's easier said than done, it's very time-consuming in a good way. At least you've managed to pull it through. Look high and keep on going in your career. And once again, nice to meet you, Dean. We haven't heard from you ever, and we are more than glad to hear about your journey. Next one, he is a basketball player, a professional one. He's been in varsity teams, and he doesn't hide the fact that he loves basketball, and he loved playing it with his team. Now, he's a basketball player on television shows, the news, the NBA, any sort of sports channel you see his face. He is a representative of the Philippine basketball and has an athletic scholarship throughout his college years and has been on a win streak for 2 years. May I introduce to you Mr. Jaire Forscal. Keep on fighting. One of my memories of Jaire is that whenever the girls have chismis in our class, he would pretend like he was walking by the group, but in reality, he was really listening. So he would be walking slowly, but later he would be very updated with everything that happened. So good times, but either way, the batch of grade 10 Faraday is surely proud of you. I'm pretty sure we see you on television all the time and we'll never forget your talents. And we're always silently rooting for you. But alas, the second to the last classmate before we end our ceremony is another game developer who has created lots of popular indie games created by himself. But despite it being indie, it's really eye-catching. Ladies and gents, meet Raven Coloma, a game designer. Ravens has a bachelor's degree in video game development, computer science, and of course, computer programming. So let's appreciate the long journey till he got to this point. I remember somewhere in grade 7 or grade 8, Raven was the batch's treasurer, and he was super secured every time someone donated money. He would have this little box, and he would even ask the officers if he should take the donation. Plus, he too would record it on a paper. He was very protective, and he was like a bank vault. Before, Raven used to play games, but now he's the one creating them. The games he always wanted. The games he never sees. The ideal games that he always wanted when he was the player and not the developer. Well, now, he can control what goes on in his creations. He could express himself as much as he can. He can make the game as weird as he wants. Congratulations, Raven. Faraday welcomes you to our celebration. And of course, let's end the introductions with me, introducing myself. If you forgot me already, which I hope you didn't, I'm Dewata C. Valencia. Right now, I'm an author who does part-time teaching literature in some schools and being a speaker in some seminars. Right now, I have 17 self-published books, with one of them being awarded as the Philippine National Book Award as Best Novel in English, and 2 awards as Locus Awards for Best in Fiction Novel and Fantasy. Currently, I am a student in law school and is about to go out on the field soon. In simple terms, if you don't remember me, I was the person in high school who slept a lot. And that's all for myself. Thank you all once again for being here. We finally properly celebrated our reunion till we can finally properly celebrate our reunion till later midnight. So please enjoy yourselves for the remaining hours after this opening remarks. I encourage you to reconnect with each other, and I hope I made you go back down in memory lane with me and made you a bit surprised with each and everyone's achievements. I am very thankful to be the one to host for our celebration today, and I hope we get to know each other all over again.
Wow. Oh my. Those are wonderful prophecies that you have mentioned upon us, Diwa.
Prophecies are curious things, but I am sure we will all work hard to make them happen.
Well, I believe that the fulfillment of those wondrous prophecies would be possible because there are people who have faith in us and never doubted our capabilities as a student, a child, a friend, and as a person.
To speak words of thanksgiving on behalf of the whole batch, let us listen to the speech to be delivered by Ethan Matthew R. Dating Ginoo.
Magandang umaga po. Bago ang lahat, balikan natin ang huling pagkakataon na nagbigay tayo ng pasasalamat. O di kaya'y masasabi mo ba kung paano ka naimpluwensyahan ng taong nagbukas ng isipan mo upang makagawa ng mabuti at itaguyod ito? Bakit nga ba mahalaga na magbigay-pugay sa mga nakapagbigay sa atin ng inspirasyon, panghihikayat, at pagbibigay payo upang tayo ay magkaroon ng mabuting asal? Ang pagkilala ay di lamang pagpapasalamat, kundi binibigyan pansin natin ang mga nakakataas, ating pamilya, mga pinuno ng paaralan, at mga bayaning guro na tagapagtaguyod at tagapagtangkilik na nagpapakita ng kagandahan ng kanilang pagkatao. Isa itong biyayang binibigay sa iba nang walang pasubaling kapalit na inaasahan. Kaya lubos kong ikinagagalak nang ibigay sa akin ang pagkakataon na pasalamatan at kilalanin sa ngalan ng mga kamag-aral ko ang mga nagsilbing gabay sa hamon ng paglalakbay bilang estudyante ng JASMS. Pinakamahalaga sa lahat ay ang pagkilala sa Panginoon na lumikha at nagbibigay direksyon sa kabuuan ng ating katauhan, sa isip, sa salita, at sa gawa. Lahat ng mga karanasan, katuparan ng pangarap, mga tagumpay na tinamasa, kasama na rin ang kahirapan, kabiguan at pakikibaka na nagsilbing pagkakataon para gawin natin ang nararapat at ang tama. Ito'y biyayang ipinagkaloob upang matupad ang layunin na inilaan niya para sa atin at ang pamamaraan din na maipamalas ang kanyang dakila at lubusang pagmamahal. Naalala ko, nang ako'y nagsimula dito sa JASMS, dumaan ako sa matinding pagsubok. Hindi naging madali ang pag-adjust dahil galing ako sa isang maliit na paaralan. Nawalan ako ng tiwala na kaya kong lutasin ang mga hamon ng isang mag-aaral sa sariling kakayahan. Subalit, sa aking pagdadasal, ipinaalala ng Diyos na hanggat tayo ay nanatili sa gitna ng kanyang kapasyahan, hindi niya tayo iiwanan at lalong hindi niya tayo pababayaan. Dahil isang pambihirang pagkakataon na magbigay ng pasasalamat, nais kong bigyan pugay ang aking mga kamag-aral na itinuturi kong matalik at mabubuting kaibigan sa 4 na taon kong paglagi dito sa JASMS. Lahat tayo ay nasubukan ang kakayahan at ang paninindigan na maitawid ang online classes. Tayo ay nagpursigi at nagsumikap upang malampasan ito. Hinggil dito, nais kong banggitin ang kasabihang teamwork makes the dream work. Dahil tuwing may naghihirap, umaalalay tayo sa isa't isa. Maging ito ay mga takdang aralin, proyekto, presentasyon o mga organisasyon na sinalihan, kung mayroong may mabigat na dinadala o problemang dinadaanan, andito tayo tuwing kinakailangan ng balikat na masasandalan. Ipinagmamalaki ko ang mga kaklase ko na nagpamalas ng talento at katatagan ng loob. Malaking bahagi kayo sa matagumpay nating pag-angat mula sa pag-aaral nitong sekundarya at sa pagtungo sa susunod na paglalakbay sa kahiwagaan ng kinabukasan. Sa pagkakataon na ito, nais kong iparating ang aming pasasalamat, paghanga at mataas na respeto para sa aming mga guro. Lahat ng tagumpay ng isang mag-aaral, mga magagandang asal, paniniwala at dunong akademya ay dahil sa dedikasyon at pagmamahal ninyo sa propesyong dangal na pagtuturo. Ipinamalas ng aming mga guro na hindi lang katalinuhang pang-akademya ang mahalaga. Inyong binigyang halaga na masiguro na ibibigay ang buo naming kakayahan at kalaman sa lahat ng mga gawain. Hindi ninyo nakaligtaan ang adhikain namin mag-aaral para sa magandang kinabukasan. Sa inyong konsiderasyon, katiyagaan, pangangalaga at suporta, maraming salamat po. Kayo ang magsisilbing inspirasyon para mas lalo namin pagbutihin ang pagharap sa panibagong yugto ng buhay. Ang PWU-JASMS ay di magiging kumpleto kung hindi ito binubuo ng bawat tao na pinamumunuhan ng bawat sangay ng universidad. Sa ating University President, Ginoong Marco Alfredo M. Benitez, High School Academic Coordinator, Ginang Diana Cynthia G. Gutierrez, Acting Principal, Ginang Loreliza B. Katwiran, sa lahat ng school officials at administrators na sumusuporta sa likuran upang ang daloy ng mga kaganapan sa paaralan ay mananatiling maayos at episyente. Sa aming registrar ni si Ginang Cristina Candelaria para sa mabuting pangangalaga ng mga mahahalagang talaan at mga records na kailangan namin. Sa gitna ng pandemya, ang mental na kalusugan ng lahat ay inalagaan at inarugan ni na Teacher Maricar at ang Guidance Office. Kasama din ang clinic, sina Dr. Winnie Xiao at Nurse May para sa kapakanan at kabutihan ng aming kalusugan. Ang mga sangguniang pampanitikan, mga video at iba pang material na pangsaliksik para sa aming mga proyekto at pag-aaral ay pinamahagi na Ma'am Jonah at Ma'am Heidi. Para sa mga hamon na naranasan, sa mga komplikadong aspeto ng teknolohiya at ng online setup, sa ICT technicians dahil kanilang pinadali ang aming buhay, pati na rin ng aming mga guro. Aming binibigyang pugay din ang mga janitors at guards na araw-araw pumupunta sa ating paaralan upang mapanatili ito sa magandang kondisyon at sa mga guards na namamahala ng seguridad namin, ng mga guro at iba pang personnel na dumadaloy sa paaralan at nagsilbing frontliners. Sa aking pagtatapos, pinakahuli sa lahat ay ang parangal para sa aming mga magulang. Sa simula ng aming pagkasilang, walang pasubaling pag-aalaga at pagmamahal. Naghahanap buhay upang mabigyan kami ng magandang kinabukasan. Sa paghubog ninyo, upang kami ay maging mabuti at para na mamamayan. Sa taus-pusong pag-aaruga at paghihirap para sa kapakanan namin. Sa araw-araw nakapiling kayo na laging nakasuporta, nakikinig sa aming mga nararamdaman at saloobin. Kayo ang nakakaalam ng aming kalakasan at kahinaan. Kaya nararapat lamang na suklian ito ng pagmamahal at ang pangako na lalo namin pagbubutihin ang tungkulin namin bilang mga anak at mag-aaral. Mga mahal namin magulang at mga tumatayong magulang. Lubos na pagkilala at respeto sa mga kagandahang ibinahagi ninyo sa aming puso at isipan. Maraming salamat po. Kaya, Mama, Papa, Daddy, Mami, Tatay, Nanay, at ang buong pamilya, hayaan po ninyo na bigyan namin kayo ng parangal upang maipakita ang lubos na pasasalamat sa inyong unconditional love.
glass of water.
At this point, to lead the completers for the Pledge of Loyalty, may we call on Ms. Ruth A. Peñano, the Director of PW Alumni Relations Office. May we also call on our PW and JASMS alumni joining the audience to please rise and join the Pledge of Loyalty.
Completers, please rise, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. Pledge of loyalty to the alma mater. With deep faith in my God and gratitude to the Philippine Women's University who gave birth to JASMS, I pledge on this solemn occasion to continue my support and loyalty in good times and in bad for the growth of PWU-JASMS, to ensure it will flourish and to remain steadfast to the ideals and teachings of my alma mater. Proud of my educational heritage, I will be conscious of God's presence every day of my life. I will exemplify the desirable Filipino values, the virtues of family solidarity, personal integrity, leadership, and service to the community as my contribution to a stronger nation and the transformation of the world through a culture of peace. So help me God. Congratulations, completers. Welcome to the Philippine Women's University Alumni Association.
Once more, congratulations to all of us for the challenging yet wonderful year that it was. This pandemic has continuously changed the way we live our lives, but our desire to explore ideas and create innovations did not change. Instead, it only grew better every single day.
As we open another chapter in our lives as both individual and students, let us remember that no matter how uncertain the road we have walked through, it is the voyage that makes us stronger, bolder, and better as we head to our next destination.
Thank you so much for being with us on this unforgettable occasion. I have been your host, Dante Joaquin Sigat.
And Pamela Rachel Roca, now signing off. Let us all come together to the singing of the JASMS hymn to be conducted by Chelsea C. Soloren. This will be followed by the singing of the PWU hymn to be conducted by Raven Andrew L. Coloma.
Others sing the praises of the Lamb of the on the Lord. Let the thunder of the praises of the college make and bear. From my heart is true forever, for the college on the prayers. I shall cease to treasure the bond that is over in my breast. Royal Mary, ever be, may we learn her lessons right. Oh, may we ever be, on the favorite thing and singing verses. Still other footsteps, and the playing of the sounds of the fairest of apostles, but forgive maroon and bright. Wherever we may wander, and wherever we may roam, on His message let us ponder, love of country, God and home. Royal Mary, ever be, may we learn her lessons right. Oh, may we ever be free, of the favorite thing we may sing in verse 3.
Before we proceed to the recessional, let us acknowledge and give thanks to the PW Media Center, headed by Sir Robert Tomas and his team, for the provision of our live stream and multimedia needs for today's event. Ladies and gentlemen, the recessional.
Philippine women too. We come to salute you today. You're the dearest of my master, favorite of my master. We are very proud of you. Oh, Philippine women, you. Before we should bid farewell, we will sing with tears of laughter, and we will forever cherish all the days spent with you. Marching down the pathway, singing, cheering, deep in our hearts we feel the parting from our humble master. Oh, Philippine women, you, we come to salute you today. You're the dearest of my master, favorite of my master. We are very proud of you. Oh, Philippine women, you. Before we should bid farewell, we will sing with tears of laughter,